Hi, welcome to another instructional video. Today we're going to show you how to set up your Journey counter. It's a very simple process, so let's get started. So first things first, lay out all the components of the counter on a clean flat surface in the designated area where you will be setting out the display. And we're going to put together the frame first. So like the other Journey displays, the frame simply folds open like so, and identify the top and bottom portions of the frame and make those connections together. Once you have the top and bottom pieces connected together, go ahead and install a support bar. Now that one side of the counter frame is assembled, go ahead and set up that second side. With the two frames now assembled, it's now time to attach them to the side panels via the 90-degree connectors.
One thing to note about these connectors, they are effectively labeled A or B on the bottom in order to differentiate themselves.
An A connector should always be directly opposite from a B connector, whether it's up and down or left and right. So right now, this frame and side panel are incorrectly lined up. To make that 90-degree connection, the side panel here needs to be in between the two frames like so. And then you take your 90-degree connector and line up with the holes with the pegs and make your connection. Now go ahead and install the bottom connector. Again, it should be the direct opposite of the top connector. So in this case, we have an A on the bottom. That top one is the B connector. Go ahead and continue building out the frame via the 90-degree connectors. So if you've done this correctly, the 90-degree connectors should be mirror opposites from one another, with the middle side panel frames connected in between the two main frames. And at this point, you can now attach the interior shelf. The clamps on the bottom of the shelf attach to the support bars within the frame. At this point, I'd recommend installing the graphic panels. It'll make it easier to install the silicone edge on the top channel before you put on the countertop. So go ahead and take your main graphic panel and insert that silicone edge gasket into one corner of the channel frame. Do the corner diagonally opposite, and then do the two remaining corners. Press in the center on all four sides, and then press in the rest of the graphic. Repeat this installation process for the side panel graphics as well. And lastly, install the countertop. Notice the chiseled out holes in the bottom of the countertop will rest perfectly on top of the 90-degree connectors. And just like that, your Journey countertop is now ready for use.